Good morning 9th class students. In previous class sense organs I explained some introduction part in sense organs. Once again I repeat the same topic. We have 5 sense organs, that is eye, ear, nose, skin, tongue. Sense organs helpful to identify the everything from our surroundings. Without sense organs we can't do anything. We observe the beauty of nature with the help of eyes and melodious music with the help of ears and fragrance of smell with the help of nose and taste of food with the help of tongue and a cool breeze with the help of skin. And also I explained about sense organs contain a different cells called receptors. Receptors are the cells which present in sense organs which helpful to receive the external stimuli. Already explained there are two types of stimuli, that is external stimuli and internal stimuli. When receptor receives that external stimuli, these receptors releases electrical impulses. These electrical impulses are carried by sensory nerve to brain or spinal cord. Brain or spinal cord releases responses. These responses again carried by motor nerve to the effector organ, and effector organ shows appropriate response. So I explained about the flow chart also in previous class, and also I explained that flow stimuli to response with the help of some examples in previous class. No, now and I will explain about higher level stimuli make up the lower level stimuli. For example, some stimuli make up other stimuli. For example, if you drink tea or coffee after eating of sweet, we cannot identify the sweetness of coffee or tea. What is the reason? The sweetness of sweets can make up the sweetness of coffee or tea. So the higher level of stimuli make up the lower level of stimuli. And I will explain about another topic, that is, if you will give stimuli, continuous stimuli, this continuous stimuli lose the response. When stimulus is given continuously, our response will be lose out. For example, we will wear cloths, no? The cloths are still continuously attached to our body. Here, the cloth or wearing cloths is a stimuli. We feel comfortable, that is called response. That's why this here stimuli continuously given to our skin, no? Our skin lose their response. That's why we think cloths are not there in our body, but cloths present attached to our body, but we cannot feel that. That is called, when continuous stimuli given to the sense organ, they lose their response. Now I will explain about first sense organ, that is called eye. Do you know eye is the most important sense organ? Eye is the most important sense organ. So if you will observe in these 5 sense organs, eye, ear, nose, skin, tongue, in these eye is very important. That's why our poets will say Sarvendriyana Nayanam Pradhanam. In these 5 sense organs, eye is the very important sense organ, that is called Sarvendriyana Nayanam Pradhanam. If you will observe in eye, we can find out 3 structures, that is called eyelids, eyebrows and eyelashes. There are 3 structures. One is eyelids, second one is eyebrows, third one is eyelashes. These 3 will give protection to the eye from external extra lights or dust particles. Okay, these 3 are the structures. Where eyes are present in skull, in eye socket. Eyes, 2 eyes, we have 2 eyes. 2 eyes are present in 2 eye sockets which present in our skull. Do you know? We can find out the 1/6 part of eye only. 1/6 part of visible eye. The actual major part of eye present in skull. So we can find out only 1/6 of part of eye which visible to us. The remaining main part present in skull. Now I will explain about a activity which present in your textbook. All of you open page number 78. Open page number 78. Activity is given. Activity 3. Observe the external structure of your friend's eye or your family member's eye. Draw the diagram and label it. You can take the help of diagram given in this section. Here, eye diagram given in your textbook page number 78. In that, we can find out eye structure. With the help of friends. Here, if friends are not there means, you have to observe the structure of your parent eye or mother or father eye. Observe the eyeball of your friend in normal light. Then focus a beam of torchlight on your friend's eye. Now observe the eyeball of your parent's eye with the help of torchlight. What is his reaction or her reaction? Why is it so? When bright light passes on your eyes, our eyes will be closed. What is the reason? This is due to reflex action we will discuss in 10th class. So when bright light passed on it, eyes will be closed. And observe carefully. Now ask your friend to keep the eye closed for around 2 minutes. Now let him or her open the eye. Observe the size of small black portion of the center. Ask your friend, keep eyes forcefully and focus beam torchlight. Observe what happens. Now I will explain about, see here. With the help of torchlight, flash on torchlight on eye of your friend. Friends not there no now, the lockdown period no. You have to on the torchlight, beam of light sent to your parent's eye, whether it mother or father. And observe the black small hole will be no. Now open the eyes forcefully and on the flash the light, torchlight on the eye of your mother or father and observe the center black portion. Do you know? The black hole present in the middle of the eye, that is known as pupil. Very important. This pupil helps to send light inside of the eye. Do you know? Do you know? When light is passed, the pupil size decreases. When light is absent, pupil size increases. Or you have a familiar experience with this. When you will enter into a dark room from very bright light, will increase our eye size like this, increase our eye size. What is the reason? When at the time of dark, when light is not sufficient, our eye size increases. When eye size increases, pupil size also increases. This pupil, when pupil size increases, this helpful to entry of more light into the eye. And when bright light is passed on your eyes, our pupil size decreases. Our pupil size decreases. This helpful to reduce the entry of light, decreases the light intensity. So when light is available, our pupil size decreases. When light is not available, our pupil size increases. This helpful to reach more light into the eyes. Now I will draw the diagram of eye. You also draw the diagram along with me with a sharpened pencil in white notebook. Now I will draw the diagram of eye. You also draw the diagram. See here. Children, you also draw the diagram like this. is the structure of eye. Each eye consists of mainly 3 layers. That is, first layer is sclera or sclerotic layer, and the second layer is called choroid layer, and the second layer is called choroid layer, and the third layer is called retina. There are 3 layers in the eye. Eye present in eye sockets which present in our skull. We can find out only 1/6 part of eye to outside and the remaining major part present in skull. There are 3 layers in the eye, that is sclera or sclerotic layer, choroid and retina. If you will observe in sclera, we can find out a bulged region here. This is called bulged region known as cornea. The bulged region of sclera is known as cornea. And if you will observe in eye, we can find out lens, that is called biconvex lens. Biconvex lens. In front of biconvex lens, we can find out pupil. Already I said about pupil, no? This is very important structure to send light inside of the eye. And if you will observe on either side of biconvex lens, we can find out iris. Do you know? Iris is very important to the eyes, which determine the color of eyes. Some people have black color, some people have light color eyes with the help of iris. And these are blood vessels. We know that blood vessels contain blood contain oxygen. Do you know oxygen is very essential to release energy? Energy is required to eyes as for seeing different objects. Eyes also require energy. This energy obtained from oxygen which supplied by the blood vessels. The blood vessels contain blood. Here this is called the optic nerve. Now I am drawing the only structure of eye. In the next class I will explain about the functions of eye. This is optic nerve which arises from eye, which carry vision information from eyes to brain. And here we can find out a region called yellow spot or fovea. Yellow spot or fovea. The place where optic nerve arises, that is called blind spot. That is called blind spot. Today I am explaining about only structure of eye. I draw only. In the next class I will explain about the functions of eye, how vision information is passed to brain, how we can determine the objects which is present in front of us. I will explain in the next class. This is about only structure of eye, how to draw the diagram of eye. In the next class I will explain about the functions of different parts of eye. Okay? Thank you children.